Kia ora koutou children, it's Mr. Bird here. I'm at school today and I am going to be the reader for today. I'm going to read you a story. I hope you're all okay in your bubble and you're all very, very well. So without further ado, I will read you a story. The story I'm going to read today is Mr. Muggs, the Library Cat by Dave Gunsen. It was inspection day at the children's library. The staff stood huddled together because Mr. Moon, the head librarian, was not very pleased with them. Would somebody kindly tell me just what that cat is doing here where cats are not allowed? That's just Mr. Muggs having a sleep on his favourite chair, said Mr. Vine. He's our library cat. This is a very old building, you see, and sometimes we get rats in here. Mr. Muggs catches them for us. He's like an extra member of the library staff. Suddenly, Mr. Muggs leapt from his chair. "Oh, look," Mr. Vine said. "I think he's seen one now." Mr. Muggs turned around with a big rat in his jaw and trotted back proudly to show them all. "Oh, very well," said Mr. Moon grumpily. "I'll allow him to stay if he can get rid of the rats, but I don't want them left lying around here." He glared at the big cat. "Go on," he said to Mr. Muggs. "Take that nasty thing outdoors. I don't want cats and dead rats breaking health and safety rules." But once old Muggsy was safely outside the door, he opened his mouth and he let the rat drop gently to the ground. The rat, whose name was Pablo, jumped to his feet and they both had a good laugh. It was just a clever game. Mr. Muggs and Pablo were old friends. Mr. Muggs pretended to catch Pablo every once in a while, which made the librarians think that he was a good rat catcher. And so they let him stay in the nice, warm library. In return for Pablo's help, Mr. Muggs helped him to find food and treats for his little family by opening the fridge in the staff room. Each night, sometimes there'd be muffins, and sometimes there'd be a nice slice of pie, and once there was a big block of cheese. So big, it made poor Pablo cry. After they helped themselves to some food, Mr. Muggs and Pablo went back to the children's room to play their favourite game. They gathered up books about action and adventures, and they'd read the stories and they would pretend they were heroes. They dreamed of being buccaneers, searching out pirate gold. Of being on a concert stage, playing classic rock and roll. They pretended to be magicians, doing tricks and casting spells. Or spacemen on a far-off world where nasty aliens dwell. They played at being circus stars, full of tricks and acting tough. Or explorers in the jungle, discovering ancient stuff. But when the morning came, they tidied up and put the books away. Then Pablo went back to his home and family beneath the wooden stairs. And just before Mr. Vine and the library staff arrived, Mr. Muggs curled up to sleep again on his favourite chair. I hope you all really enjoyed the story of Mr. Muggs. I think he was playing a bit of a game with the library staff there. What a character that Mr. Muggs and Pablo were. I love the idea of spending all your time in the library with all the wonderful resources and the books and the adventures that you can have when you go to the library, you take out a book, you go inside and you lose yourself in the story of what a wonderful story that books offer you. I hope you're all good, children. I hope you enjoyed the story. Ka kite anō. Take care. Bye-bye.